Jenny GTV caught up with DJ John, aka Juanito of Hot 97's Spectacular Morning Show, which hosts Laura Stiles, Ebro, and Rosenberg. He talks about family traditions, his beginnings, and is even bold enough to answer the Cardi B or Nicki Minaj question. So stay tuned.
Oh man, my dad put me to work at 11 years old at for the family business. He had me as a bartender. Not at 11. That would have been bad, real bad. Busboy, dishwasher for like 2 years. Then started doing desserts. I was a dessert guy for like 3 years. Then a busboy for a couple years. Then transitioned to a waiter, bartender. Um, and those were the years that I enjoyed food the most. Oh yeah, free food.
What's your favorite food?
My dad always made this plate. It's called chilaquiles. It's basically tortilla plate, basically cooked tortillas, then baked tortillas transition to sautéed, and then mixing with onions, green sauce, cheese, on topped with fried egg, steak. Yeah, that was probably one of my best, probably my main favorite dish my dad ever made. My dad was a chef, so actually I learned more about cooking from my dad than my mom, because my dad was the chef. My mom knew how to cook too, but just had to learn more through my dad. Well, Juanito came from my dad working at the restaurant, so it kind of all comes full circle. My dad called me Juanito in the kitchen because he didn't like John at all. Like, he didn't like it. He's like, your mom gave you that name because it's biblical. But I'm going to call you Juanito when you're around me. So, because I was the smallest one in the kitchen at that time, he just kept calling me that. And so I kind of took it when I got to college, when I started getting myself into radio and college and DJing. So I just took that name. I saw Camilo use that name, and it's this very Spanish name. Him being Colombian, I was like, you know what? It's original. No one really uses it in New York City. It stands out. So I just stuck with it, and it is what it is. And fast forward to today, I think the DJ John comes from Roseburg playing with my English version of Juanito, which is Juan John, but my real name is John. So when I tell people that, it's like, so why are you lying to people saying well, I have a fake name? I'm like anyone else. Like, if Flex's real name is not Flex. It's like, but
Flexi?
it is Flexi. His real name is Flexi Master Flex. That's his real name. Sorry, I'm messing with my sneaker.
So you're in the morning show on Hot 97.
Mm-hmm.
he's fixing my...
No, I was trying to untie.
Oh, okay. I did it wrong.
Yeah, well, who ties shoes like this?
I did.
This OCD. This is bad. All right.
I'm gonna say
either
you
it's
had
a mess or it's fixed. So I'd rather be a mess.
I'm gonna say you had an OCD moment.
Yeah, either a mess or all right.
All right, so you're in the morning show on 97, right?
Oh God.
You're pretty quiet.
Am I? I don't think so.
You don't think?
But I can't be too quiet on the morning show because it's not. I would definitely be kicked off quick. The character is based on somewhat of my real life as far as who I am, but I think it's very therapeutic. I think it's the character. You always have one of the members of the family that is a Kramer. I think I'm the Kramer of the show, but Spanish version, short, bald-headed version. Not like George Costanza. I would say Rosenberg's the Costanza of the show. And I guess Ebro's Jerry. And Laura's Lorraine. And we have a digital producer named Loie who is Newman. So yeah, it works out. But I don't think we see ourselves as Seinfeld. I'm just painting that picture. We're definitely like a hood version of 10-10 wins. If that makes sense. We're just honest folks. But back to my character. Yeah, I'm a mess on the show, and I like that. I like to be a voice for the underdog and just talk some shit, which is fun. Try to stir some trouble. One of the funny things about it is kicking people when they're down. So if something's going on the show, it's just fun to be like, just being like a pain in the ass. So that's pretty cool.
What's the most memorable moment or funniest moment there at the show?
This moment.
Even if it was a prank.
I mean, all right. Biggest. It would not be a prank. Let's say all right. The biggest prank we pulled on the show that is it big? I don't think it's big. There's so many. On me would be a prank. It's more of a doing a. All right, now you gotta go do this. So I was sent out in the cold. It was like the first cold day of the winter, 2-3 years ago, and I was like had to go, barely anything on. So I had like only thing I had was sneakers, boxers, thermal pants, and that's it. Out in the cold, but I was giving away tickets, and it was the first time me doing a crazy stunt like that. And then I paid for it by getting really sick right after. It was like below. It was like the real feel was like negative 15 degrees. It was really like 10 degrees outside. So I was like, why am I out here? Why am I doing this to myself? I didn't think I would get sick. It was because I used to play football and we always go outside in the cold, so that wasn't a thing. But yeah, that was pretty weird. The good thing about it, to me, was seeing people that listen to the show really like starting to embrace the show, and noticing, hey, tell Rosenberg I said what's up. Hey, tell Ebro I said what's up. Tell people on the show that they really listen, and we're really connected with the people of the city. And one cool moment for me being on the show so far, seeing the kids react to a game that none of us knew we didn't know it was a thing. There's a game on the show called Are You Smart or Nah, or Are You Dumb or Nah? Depending on how many questions I get right or wrong, that's how it goes. But there's a jingle we play in the beginning, based off of Hector Lavoe's song. We play it, and they sing the tune. Sorry. And seeing that tune sing back by kids and they send videos, it happened so organically where none of us knew that would be a thing, and that's pretty dope. And everything flourishes like that. Like everything on the show is so organic because we're so honest to each other. Whether it's a joke, ongoing joke, or a prank, or real life issues, it's all organic. It's all honest stuff on the show, and that's the best thing that we have is. I mean, that's the only thing you're gonna get. It's really being honest. I always find it weird when they say you're in hip hop. I was like, it's always weird, but it's still weird because I don't really, like, no one in hip hop say they're in hip hop or say like, oh, I am hip hop. Like you just do it. You just are. You just like you already listen to like either sports radio, jazz, R&B, grunge playlists. I'll go through that, or a dope Dipset era. Go through that. Go through different ones where I don't have to listen to the same things I'm listening to. Take my mind outside. Plain Jane, ASAP Ferg, theme music, Fabio Jadakiss. So there's a song I think by Imagine Dragons called Lightning and Thunder. So I'll go around annoying certain people that I know. It's like, I'll say lightning and thunder and lightning. I don't know why. I wouldn't listen to it, but I like to annoy people with that. The Joy, Kanye, produced by Pete Rock, which used a Curtis Mayfield sample, which which is dope.
Old Kanye or new Kanye?
Old, but not old, not too old. Five, I would have to say G-Eazy, No Limit. He opened up for me, killed it. By the time I got there, I didn't have to do much. I just played whatever I wanted. I got him kind of know people in the building, so got him an internship. Then he was doing video, worked his way up very hard. Worked with Rosenberg doing a lot of video stuff. Worked with Enough. That introed Enough with him doing stuff for other things he wanted to do, which is dope. And then now he became a heavy hitter, which allowed him to DJ for G-Eazy, which he is G-Eazy DJ. So shout out to Quiz. I always want to shout out people that deserves it.
Okay. So, Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
I say Cardi B's my favorite, only cause you kind of relate to. I relate to Cardi more than anything, cause she's my crazy cousin from the Bronx or from Elizabeth, New Jersey, or from Patterson, New Jersey, or from Corona, Queens, or Spanish Harlem. Like she's that crazy cousin that you don't have, or you have, and you kind of relate to her. So, and then the music's totally different though. Only I can relate to more to Cardi than it is to Nicki, which I like Nicki too, but if I had a choice, I would pick Cardi.
So, how about motorsport? Like, what do you think of Nicki Minaj?
It's different. I think the perception is people will look at Nicki now like, did she write her raps? Before it wasn't. You didn't look at it as that way. So, I mean, if it's dope, it's dope. If you like it, it's whatever. I mean, no one's questioning her on Rack It Up, but you kind of go if you're DJing, you'll play Rack It Up first, then you go to Nicki's part. So, I don't know. I think it's just perception. If you like the artist, you like it. Don't get, don't let no one discourage you from what you like in music. So if it's dope, it's dope.
All right. And what are your current projects? What will we see DJ Juanyto on TV?
I hope so. Shoot. I never got to see the episode of me and Dr. Oz. I don't know if they picked me. I never saw. I shot everything. Shout to Jenna. What was her last name? But she's on Fox Sports. I like sports. Not sure. That'd be dope. Not too sure. It will hopefully. I don't know. I'm enjoying the wave right now for Ebro in the morning because it's been interesting. Very interesting time, I would say. Nah, but hopefully I have an artist that I'm working with. Actually, two or three now. One is he's working with a project with two great producers, K Trinata and MF Doom. And he has a project coming out with them, and then hopefully we'll do our travel, which I'm normally used to, travel a lot around the world. My second artist he's a underground Mexican rapper from New York, but he doesn't sound like he's any type of. He doesn't have that twang and Mexican, accent. He's from New York, born and raised. Yeah, he doesn't like when I compared him to Prodigy, like not his raps, but his tone but his flow is dope. And then his other kid that I'm really liking, from the Bronx, called Elijah the Boy. He has something. He has like a Drake quality. Early on, yeah, he's pretty dope. So.
And words of wisdom to people that are trying to make it into the radio industry or, just entertainment in general as a whole.
Never stop creating, whatever it is. Like creating opportunity, creating a thought, creating a dialogue, create a chance. I know it's kind of opportunity and chance are the same thing. Yeah, never stop creating because that leads to everything else. if you're in media, you are essentially have to create. Whether you're on the video side, digital side, front of the camera, behind the camera, whatever it is, you have to create. There's no way you can't get around. You can't go around. You have to create. You have to. That's the main thing. And if your job is to create great things in life, then that'll be the easiest thing. And then you never have to get bored of your job. Like, we're fortunate. I mean, being this builder, we're fortunate to create every day. Whether we work hours, short hours, whatever it is, we get a chance to create, work with great people, and have fun.
Thanks for watching, and that's a wrap. DJ John, aka Juanito, catch him on One Night Stand every Sunday from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. and then on the morning show. Subscribe to I Am Jenny G TV.